play devil's advocate, and some of these Democratic senators saying we don't know the plan to end. Like, how do we end this? And they're saying they haven't laid out or heard a specific strategy.
I can give it to you right now.
Go ahead.
It's very simple.
Which is why I asked.
Okay, so we stop the fighting in the ceasefire on the 20-yard line. We take it into the end zone. We have about 14 days of combat where we have to take out all the targets that we have available. We took out 85% of their defense industrial base. We take out 95% of it. We set back all their programs, and we further entomb the nuclear dust. Then we stop major combat operations. We impose the blockade. We open up Cargill. We open up the Strait of Hormuz, and then we go and we help the Iranian people overthrow their regime the same way that the United States, we have muscle memory doing this. We've liberated 400 million people during the Cold War without boots on the ground. We armed the Contras, we armed the Mujahideen, we armed UNITA Angola, we helped Solidarity, we helped Charter 77 in Czech Republic. We know how to bring down regimes without boots on the ground. We help the Iranian people. Trump has been tweeting out every day now for the last several days pictures of Iranians being executed by the regime. He's standing with the Iranian people. Let's help them overthrow their regime, weaken it militarily, and then help them do the job and finish it.
Wow. So like mix in all of those football metaphors and also hyperbole from folks like Will Chamberlain who continue to say that we have decimated Iran. And I don't know, Scott, I feel like we're back in 2005. I feel like these warmongers are getting a little desperate and they're getting a little hysterical. What do you think about all this current moment?
Well, look, as you know, and everyone in your audience knows, none of that is going to work. You know, what he's trying to say is, trust me, I'm not saying put in ground troops. I'm really not saying that. I'm just saying we should do everything but that, including let's arm the Mujahideen against them if we can. No negative consequences we need to worry about from that or anything. No bin Ladenites running around the world killing people right now that we need to worry about. We just need to direct them against the Shiites in Persia. That's all. Same old story, really, for the last 20 years. If the U.S. government can forgive Al Qaeda for September 11th, then, maybe there's hope for us all. But anyway, look, otherwise, he's just making a bunch of magic wishes. Yeah. Because the part that he leaves unspoken there is the price that would have to be paid to make all of that stuff happen. And the truth is, if you're willing to lose a lot of Air Force and Navy planes, and if you're willing to lose thousands of special operators on the ground, and if you're willing to, essentially do everything you can to make a giant bet and risk breaking the entire back of the American empire on those mountains, well, the U.S. could inflict a hell of a lot more damage on Iran than they already have. We could, if we could send in enough troops to take out their anti-aircraft, that we could send our B-52s, we could carpet bomb Tehran like Nixon did North Vietnam, like that old footage where they're just pouring dumb bombs out of the belly of those things. We could do that.
Yeah.
Of course, there's still atomic bombs and hydrogen bombs, but that's the slippery slope that they've got themselves on, or that's the corner they've painted themselves into. That's what, I'm sorry, I forgot the exact quote, but you started with Mark Levin essentially implying the use of atomic weapons, that essentially we have to go all the way to finish this thing.
We're holding Israel back.
Finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have our active duty Army infantry force is about 500,000 men, and that's old data. I'm sure it's much smaller now. That was at the height of the Afghan surge, was about 500,000 men. So we would need to do a World War II level conscription effort, and then somehow make them all, our new 10 million man army, we'd have to make them all airborne and somehow drop them into Iran and try to conquer Tehran, which is approximately like picture Mexico City, right? It's a city of 10 million people. I mean, we're not doing that. There's no political capital in the world to do that. So how do you solve all these problems that these guys all claim must be solved through American violence? You can't, unless you're just willing to go ahead and make Tehran cease to exist. There is no way to put American boots on the ground there, control the new political government, parachute the monarch in there, the Shah. Nobody believes in that. Donald Trump doesn't believe in that.